Is a zombie apocalypse possible? Can this happen in real life? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to dive headfirst into a question that has crossed the mind of any fan of horror films, series, or survival games. Can a zombie apocalypse really happen? Yes, I know, it seems like fiction. But what if I told you that science has some answers that might leave you scratching your head? Stay with me until the end because what I'm going to tell you could change the way you see the world. The concept of zombies, what are they and where do they come from? Before we talk about whether a zombie apocalypse is possible, we need to understand what the hell a zombie is. The idea of brain-eating undead gained strength in pop culture, but the origin is much older. Zombies have their roots in Haitian voodoo rituals. In these practices, it is believed that priests called bakers can create zombies through potions and spells, transforming a person into a servant without a will of their own. But it was in Hollywood that zombies gained that apocalyptic horror look that we know today. Films like Night of the Living Dead and series like The Walking Dead brought up the idea of a virus or infection spreading and destroying society. Now, the big question, could this happen in the real world? Are there viruses or diseases that can create zombies? The short answer? Perhaps. The long answer? Let's explore some frighteningly real examples. 1. Rabies, the virus that can inspire horror. If there is a virus that has come close to turning living beings into zombies, it is rabies. This virus affects the nervous system, causing the host to become extremely aggressive, lose control and begin attacking everything around it. Now imagine a rabies mutation that is transmitted through the air or has a very short incubation time. Does this remind you of a movie? Mind-controlling parasites. Another bizarre candidate is Toxoplasma gondii, a parasite that affects rodents and makes them lose their fear of cats. This makes the rat easy prey for felines, which serve as definitive hosts for the parasite. Now think if something like this evolved to affect humans, removing our survival instincts and making us irrationally aggressive. Fungi taking control. If you've played The Last of Us, you know what I'm talking about. Cordyceps is a real fungus that infects insects, taking control of their bodies and making them act in bizarre ways before killing them. So far, there is no type of cordyceps that affects humans. But who's to say it couldn't mutate? What if a zombie apocalypse started? Now that we've seen that some biological threats can, at least in theory, create something similar to zombies, the question is, how would it spread? Rapid transmission. If the infectious agent were highly contagious and transmitted through the air or saliva, we would have a huge problem. Breakdown of society. Chaos would spread very quickly. No one would be prepared to deal with hordes of infected people. Lack of supplies. With production chains disrupted, food, water and medicine would become a rarity. Collapse of security. Police and military forces could be overwhelmed and disappear, leaving everyone to fend for themselves. How to survive a zombie apocalypse? Now comes the fun part. How can you increase your chances of surviving a world infested with the undead? 1. Assemble a survival kit. Label canned and non-perishable food. Potable water, drinking water. High-voltage flashlights and batteries. Balance scale, multipurpose knives and tools. Medical symbol, first aid kit. Airplane, a good escape plan. Choose a good place to stay. High, isolated locations are ideal. Avoid big cities. They will be danger zones. A supermarket may seem like a good idea, but it also attracts a lot of people and zombies. Build a trusted group. Don't try to survive alone, you will need help. People with varied skills, such as medicine, combat and construction, are key. Beware of betrayals. In apocalyptic scenarios, humans can be just as dangerous as zombies. So, can this really happen? The truth is that a zombie apocalypse like we see in the movies is unlikely. But outbreaks of infectious diseases have happened, and still happen, in the history of humanity. The COVID-19 pandemic has shown how quickly a virus can spread and completely change our society. Now, if a mutated virus, a parasite or a fungus decides to play with the rules of biology, well, then maybe you'd better start putting together your survival kit right now. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel and comment. What would be your strategy to survive a zombie apocalypse? See you in the next video.